the stuff that he eats is really like bad. It's not, campaign food is always bad, but the food that it goes onto that airplane is like just poison.
Hello everybody, how are you doing today? We have the Young Turks, and they are going to talk about the health nut, RFK Jr., and his comments on Trump's eating habits and basically his own and his thoughts for the country. But again, as always, filtered through the leftist vision of the Young Turks. So if you like this and any other stuff that I do, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help me get the word out, and I can get to watch this stuff so you don't have to log on to it. So again, let's go on and let's see the Young Turks have some fun with RFK Jr.
The food that Donald Trump eats is just poison, according to RFK Jr., the very individual who Donald Trump has tapped as head of HHS in his incoming administration. I thought it was fascinating that he had to say that about Trump, because obviously RFK Jr. cares deeply about the food supply and how unhealthy it has been for the American public. Here he is talking in a little more detail about what Trump's diet looks like, and then Trump will get the last laugh. I'll tell you how.
Well, you see, here's the thing. We get accused of idolatry in our and how we feel about Donald Trump, but you see, we don't, all right? Idolatry is when somebody can do no wrong. You know, like how Anna treated Obama when he was in office, and how Obama could do nothing wrong, even though, you know, he was doing tons of stuff wrong. So this is a peculiarity of the left, and as always, we're on top of it.
When we come back from this clip.
You have a choice between, you don't have the choice. You're either given KFC or Big Macs. That's like when you're lucky, and then the rest of the stuff is I consider kind of inedible, but I was eating it.
Well, after that exchange, RFK Jr. was actually pictured with other Trump allies and friends at a table strewn with McDonald's items. In the photo, let's zoom in a little bit on RFK Jr. here. You can see him.
Oh my God. Oh my God, one of my favorite memes is the memes of Nancy Pelosi holding an American flag, and the legend on it is, "This is what a vampire looks like when it's being forced to hold a cross." You could use the exact same legend for this thing, and it would make sense still. Look at the look on his face. It looks like he's holding a poisonous spider and being forced to smile.
Looking awkwardly into the camera, you can see his soul has died a little bit as he's holding a quarter pounder with cheese.
He's got a Coke next to him.
You know, he seems miserable, but I love quarter pounders with cheese. I'm sorry, Kate. I'm sorry.
Kate's our vegan producer. Okay.
I'm going to forget this because that means that I would have something in common with Anna Kasparian, and I just can't have that.
So listen, actually Skip, who's stage managing today, said it. I totally agree. Trump liking McDonald's is my favorite part about it. Quarter pounder and cheese is God's food.
Quarter pounder is my favorite meat.
I may never go to McDonald's again now.
So that was a hostage video, let's be honest. Okay. And the rest of them are grinning like the Cheshire cat. They're all like, look at what we're making RFK Jr. do, right? And so he's holding the food like, oh. I wonder if he actually ate it.
There's no way. I mean, who knows? Maybe that was the only meal that was available. And
okay, I will attest to the fact here, because if I have to be the guy that actually says, yes, guys do this, then I'm just going to be that guy. But yeah, I'm fairly certain every last one of them was having a good laugh off of RFK holding a quarter pounder with cheese.
He had no choice, but come on, you loved it. You loved it. You loved the taste. You know it's bad. We all know it's bad, okay? But you love the taste.
Well, we do know that he likes being naughty. Anyway,
oh, no.
So he hates seed oils. I'm gonna have to figure out what seed oils are. And apparently McDonald's is like, enormous on seed oils. Okay, so because whatever's in the quarter pounder and cheese, I don't really want to know. Okay, but so look, this is just fun.
What you have to do is you have to look at the correlation between the complete introduction of seed oils into the American diet and the rise of heart problems or heart disease and other problems as well. It goes straight up and then just skyrockets. It's wild. Look it up, I'm telling you.
Fun. This is not a big deal. And Don Jr. tweeted about how they're going to make America healthy again tomorrow, right? And so, but hey guys, one piece of silver lining here. So we got issues with the fluoride and the vaccines for Bobby, et cetera. But him, being against processed foods, well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, look, RFK Jr. is a mixed bag in regard to his record, and we have to be real about that, right? So I actually agree with him about government corruption within certain agencies like the FDA. It's absolutely true. I agree with.
Okay, here's the thing. Every politician is a mixed bag when you sit back and you look at them critically. And what you do is you say, okay, this is what I like, well, this is what I don't like, and then you make the choice because we only get two. We can talk about that later. But to actually sit there and think about, the way that they talk about this, and this is what drives me crazy about the Young Turks, because it's like they circle around a point, yet they just can't seem to get it. And it's this whole idea that they're tribal ideas, and they are just as an example of tribalism in the left as anything is. And it's because RFK Jr. doesn't completely and utterly believe in what they believe is leftism. Now, of course, he's a mixed bag. It's amazing. Again, this is indicative of the left. This is how the left thinks.
With him when it comes to processed foods and things like that. I do not agree with him when it comes to his takes on vaccines. So he is a mixed bag, and we should be fair.
He is not an anti-vaxxer. He is not an anti-vaxxer, okay? I am more of an anti-vaxxer than he is, and I'm not an anti-vaxxer, okay? Please, this is just, again, they're going after their bullet points, and that's what they use. Again, they're going to accuse him of apostasy at every turn. This is how they work.
Now, Kennedy said that he recently sat on the plane next to Dana White, the chief executive of mixed martial arts company Ultimate Fighting Championship. He said White told him that he would sometimes sit through an hours-long flight with Trump, and he's never seen Trump drink a glass of water. That's crazy. I mean, look, I get it, but you gotta hydrate, bro. You gotta hydrate. Like, it's so unfair how healthy he appears, right? Like, considering what his diet is. So if you're wondering what his diet looks like, according to Bennett Rhea over at Business Insider, apparently for breakfast he has a Diet Coke. For lunch, he has a well-done steak with ketchup, side salad, and a Diet Coke. I think the well-done steak I find offensive, but I get it. Some people like their steak well done, just there.
Ketchup is also offensive, but I don't mind any of it.
I'll allow the ketchup. For dinner, 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches, something that Cenk is a big fan of, by the way. 2 Big Mac. I don't believe this. This isn't true. There's no way. There's no way he has 2 Filet-O-Fishes and then 2 Big Macs on top of that, and a chocolate shake and a Diet Coke. I don't believe it. I think it's made up.
After a big fatty, yeah, I could probably put that much away, but I don't believe it either.
Okay, but breakfast is only Diet Coke? So that's interesting.
He likes
amazing.
to fast.
Yeah. So some person online was saying to me about RFK Jr. Oh yeah, Cenk. Yeah, you're not going to like it. He's going to take away your donuts. And I said, he'll take that butternut donut out of my cold dead hands.
Butternut donut?
Yeah, because that's my favorite from Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't think I've ever had a butternut donut.
The butternut is the most
And I'm sure you've had a lot of butternut donuts, sweetie.
underrated donut. I need you guys to check it out. Okay, and get it before RFK Jr. bans them. Okay, so, but again, right-wing populists surprised me by laughing and saying, well, on that I agree with you, brother. Okay, so this RFK Jr. guy, it's good, we're happy, a little bit of, hey, let's find out who's telling the truth or not telling the truth about health and vaccines, etc. But you better not touch my donut. Okay, so look, going after processed foods and making America aware of how unhealthy they are and getting past the big food lobbying organizations, great. Making anything mandatory, not great.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, that was the Young Turks having a little fun with RFK Jr. and his views on Trump's diet. Again, it's these casual little shots that they take at people, and it's just, again, that keeps that idea of tribalism going. They're constantly throwing in these little negatives. They can't just say, hey, yeah, I agree with you, and there it is. But RFK said absolutely nothing about making anything mandatory. The only thing that he said about mandatoriness is taking chemicals and preservatives and things out of our food that don't necessarily need to be there and have been shown to be poisons in concentration. And they always say, hey, a little bit of it's not going to hurt you, but when a little bit of it is in everything you eat, then you're not just eating a little bit of it anymore. So, again, here he is with the Young Turks having a little bit of fun with RFK. Thank you all very much for joining me today. Like, share, hit that subscribe button. It takes about 3 seconds, and it does help. Thank you all very much. Later.